clasp them behind you and just lean back. You can, if you're unable, a towel or a face cloth can really help your hands stay at the same level without needing to clasp them together. Again, one more time, allowing our head to be heavy, to point toward the ground, allowing our hands to come away from our spine and create a little extra space in our thoracic, and our upper thoracic vertebra. Beautiful. Allowing freedom and air into the top part of our chest, into our upper shoulders. And gently allow yourself more space. And then just gently swaying. Let's put our arms up, extending our antennas, extending our arms horizontally from our shoulders. And then in 90-degree angle with our elbows, and gently twisting to the left as we inhale, and to the right as we exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. If you want to get a little more extension, you can allow your arm to extend as you go to each side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now settling with our weight again centered, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Settling into our alignment with more space in our chest, in our lungs, in our shoulders, in our neck. Feel yourself extending upward, like your head is a balloon and it just floats on its own directly up toward the sky. Feeling the spaciousness in your neck, in your shoulder, allowing tension to melt. And now we're ready. Okay, so I understand that we're ready to run the podcast interview now with Addison Taylor. So again, I introduce Addison Taylor, who is a licensed... Okay.
Good to meet you. Good to be with you here. I'm not meeting you, but...
Yeah. Okay.
Good to meet you. Good to be with you here. I'm not meeting you, but...
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good to have you over. So we're here with Addison Taylor. Addison is a licensed acupuncturist and the founder of Flight of Healing. And he's got a really powerful healing philosophy that involves the whole...
Actually, it's funny that you mentioned how I am connected to joy in my practice, and I am. Really, my goal is to get those who wish to be more athletic in their lives out into the world so that they can play more. And I found acupuncture because I was all business and no play at a time in my life where I needed a little more balance. And my body started to rebel and start to lock down on me. So we navigate our lives through this body. It's the first and last thing we'll ever have. And if your body stops working for basic tasks, I literally couldn't even put on my pants without help from my then girlfriend and my mom.
Excuse me, sorry. What was it that happened to you that made it so that you couldn't?
So
experience, everything that we experience is a result of our vibrational field. So what we're here live experiencing is that our message cannot be heard. So we get to practice first aware, which is in what ways is my throat chakra or my cervix blocked? In what ways am I blocked in speaking so that people don't hear me or understand me? So raise your hand if love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I deeply apologize.
This was off.
Please
Like, this was like this.
forgive me know if we're ready. Otherwise, I just keep singing.
We're not gonna have,
Huh?
we're not gonna have pause. We just need to do something.
Okay, so how about this? Today, it looks like we have technical difficulties, so I will invite Jay and I will ask him a couple questions.
Okay, great.
And we'll have a live interview with Jay. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, it's connected.
Hello.
So, Jay, tell us about your education, your origin story. Like, what is it, the journey that you've been on to be the person that you are today?
Wow. Well, I was born in no, I'm kidding. So, I had a really interesting journey. There was some early trauma, difficulty in my early life, and then I got exposed to shamanism in my 20s. So I had a really interesting spiritual experience in my early life, and then and then my trauma started to catch up with me. So I started to integrate other ideas and modalities. As I was doing that, I was also going to graduate school to get a PhD in anthropology. And so this brought me down a journey of self-discovery that lasted for years. And it's really coming to a head now with our new understanding of the ARC method. Because reflecting on my life, it's been a process of gaining awareness about the unconscious processes that are happening inside my mind, but also inside my body, right? I spent a lot of time in therapy trying to understand what was happening to me in the hopes that it would stop. But it turned out that therapy didn't really stop it. It helped me understand it. It helped me conceptualize it. But it didn't help me it didn't prevent me from getting triggered. So the awareness was only the first step. What I had to do was release the trauma from inside my body. As you often love to say, and as I said to my students today, the body keeps the score. And so this trauma goes and lives inside our body. But it doesn't have to live there forever, and it's not a death sentence necessarily. If you process it and release it, then you can heal, and you can create positive from the negative that was, and learn as you go, and then you're empowered to choose more positive behavior, more positive life choices. So there are several examples of this in my life. One of the ones that I use, for example, in the book is a moment in my garden with my ex-wife. And in this moment, I was angry, and I felt that I fully had the right to be. I was very righteously angry, and I was I think I was lecturing her. And she, unbeknownst to me, was videotaping. And when she showed me that video, my reaction was I wanted to take that video and delete it immediately. I could not stand the idea that this video existed, that this view of me, this reflection I was looking at was real. The guy in my head was a hero. And here was this monster. How was I to reconcile this hero and the monster? So what I did was I learned to become aware of what it was in me that was seeking, that needed to be validated, that needed to be right, and release the trauma that made me feel that I didn't that my place wasn't recognized in the world and that I wasn't valuable. And so, and through the process of not only cognitively learning about it and emotionally experiencing it, but also learning about positive choices, learning about karma, learning about the ability to reverse what has gone wrong. This is the beauty, for example, of Jesus' teachings. Because Jesus' teachings teach us that our sin, or our misalignments, our disjointedness with the fact that of God's love and the reality of heaven, we can heal the gap between who we think we are, who we want to be, and who we behave as. We can eliminate the difference between the negative side of ourselves and the positive, and come to accept that sometimes the negative needs to get expressed. We allow it to express. And I invite you, each of you, to go deeper into your heart in this moment. Feel deeply down the center of your spine, from the top of your head, through the center of your body, into your heart. And feel into the expansiveness there. Feel into the connection that each of our hearts make with each other. Allowing our heart's field to grow and to merge with the fields of others without hesitation or thought. Simple synthesis between each member. Each one distinctively ourself, and yet distinctively one with the community. Feeling now into the vortex of energy that is at the center of where each of our hearts meet. Allow it to gently turn. And feel the gentle energy that is created from the fountain of the turning, of the meeting of our hearts. Turn and turn like a mill, allowing the energy to become a vortex, to become a powerful vortex of each of our fields, each of our energies merged. And creating a magnetic attraction. Now silently, say your name 3 times. My name is Jonathan G. Dubois. Jonathan G. Dubois. Jonathan G. Dubois. And I magnetize the highest good for my life, my family's life, and my community's life. I simply shine I simply exist on all levels. I simply embody and inhabit the fullness of my being in the center of this vortex. And to me, all things come that God would have for me, that God would have for our family, that Source would have for our community. Receiving into this vortex the greatest vitality, the greatest flourish, the greatest unfolding, the greatest blossoming. We thank each and every soul that has joined us in this vortex this evening. Each and every soul who has felt the tug of our magnitude. We honor you. We thank you. We love you. And we see you. How? So this is the result of the ARC method. You get to fully inhabit, fully embody who we are and how we are. You get to own our native power. Winnie has great power. And it's fundamentally different from my power. Also great. Fundamentally different than Chloe's power. But Chloe has power that I don't have and that you don't have. And each and every one of us can embody a higher level of who we are. And Winnie, I wonder if you would share with us a little bit about how the Tenda supports this growth, this unfolding that you and I have both experienced in our life. I have noticed a profound change in the groundedness, in the relevancy, in the clarity of my being since we started practicing. So I wonder if you can help people understand a little bit about your journey and why this is helping you and why this can help other people.
Well, this is a great question. So I have 4 science degrees and I love to learn. And I'm so good at listening to everyone that actually I had difficulty knowing who I am. And what was really easy for me was to say yes. And what was very difficult for me was to have boundaries and say no. And because I'm so good at saying yes and not very good at saying no, since I was a teenager, I got myself into a lot of Me Too, where I was sexually abused by people who said a lot of yes very easily. And so I went on to be less trusting of myself. Because whenever something happens, then I start questioning myself, like, why did you do that? Like, why were you in the wrong place at the wrong time, and why did you say that? Why didn't you say no? Like, why did you show up to the wrong person at the wrong place? And for a long time, it was like the wheel of suffering where the shame of what happened to me blew up. So there was more anger, more fear, more grief, more suppression, more conflict, more scarcity, and more blaming, more judgment. And it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. At one point, like, I snapped. And, that sweet, agreeable, people-pleasing Winnie turned into this blaming, resentful, like I would look at every man and be like, stop mansplaining me. It's just like I went to this place where I want to set boundaries with everyone. I don't want to talk to anybody. So I went from, what they call codependency in a relationship to independent, where I'm like, don't talk to me. And so I swing from, one extreme to another. And then I discovered the power of forgiveness, which is why I'm so good at singing the power of forgiveness, is because Master Sha teaches that forgiveness brings inner peace and inner joy. Right? So if I can forgive the person who took advantage of me, and I can forgive myself for saying yes to a certain situation where it should have been a no, then I give myself the freedom. Aha! See, we go back to the beginning, which is I am free from blaming and judging the person who took advantage of me, and I'm free from ruminating what could have, should have, or should not have said or happened. So one of core Master Sha teaching is that who we truly are is these 10 greatest attributes. And they are the greatest love, Da'ai, it melts all blockages. The greatest forgiveness, Da Kuan Shu, it brings inner peace and inner joy. The greatest compassion, Da Ci Bei, it boosts energy, stamina, vitality, and immunity. The greatest light, Da Guangming, transforms all life. And if you've heard of this already more than one time, if you're smart, close your eyes, because every time I call on one of these, it's a blessing for you. It brings positive information to your field, so be smart, close your eyes. Greatest humility, Da Qian Bei, it heals and prevents the ego. Da He Xie, the greatest harmony, is the key for success. Da Chang Sheng, the greatest flourishing, is the resources to serve more, right? So if you want to have more money, this is for you, right? It's that we want to flourish everyone. And this is also one of the core values of Heart Center, is that I flourish when you flourish. So I have every incentive to flourish everyone who's watching this recording. That's why I'm always blessing you and singing songs for you. Have you noticed? Okay, so then we have the greatest gratitude, Da Gan En, which is the key for progress. The greatest service, Da Fu Wu, which is the purpose of life. And finally, enlightenment, Da Yuan Man. It is the ultimate achievement of life. That's when we get freedom, liberated from that wheel of suffering that I talked about, where one bad thing, oh, why did this happen? Why me? Snowball, and then got bigger and bigger and bigger. So one side is the suffering grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and one side is that the joy, the liberation, the freedom grow bigger and bigger and bigger. So you want to grow the suffering or you want to grow the freedom? So earlier, Jay mentioned the ARC method. A is aware, right? I'm aware that I have a single negative thought. R is release, right? So in a moment, we're going to do something called the Tao calligraphy light wall breathing, where we release this heaviness, this emotion, this dark thought. And then C is choose. Choose to have a positive thought, because do I want to multiply the suffering, or do I want to multiply the freedom, the joy, the blessing? So, Jay, would you like to lead this part?
If you want, I can. Cat is who I'm getting, but I don't know anything about her, do you?
I think we'll go straight as it.
Hello. So, every week we choose someone to receive a blessing from the Tao Calligraphy Light Wall. As Winnie has mentioned, the Tao Calligraphy Light Wall contains a portal to the Tao energy that relates to what is written in the calligraphy. So, the person that I'm getting for the demo this week is Kat. So if Kat would like to come on, and if you could come on camera, Kat, and tell us a little bit about what's coming up for you right now, and we would love to deliver a blessing for you. Or, a Tao Calligraphy Light Wall transmission. No, not transmission. Kat? Are you able to come on camera?
Hello.
Hi.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
What was that? I vaguely heard you.
I'm wondering what's going on, what's coming up in your life right now. If there's some part in your life that could use support in this moment.
Yes. My finances.
Tell me more about, just a little bit. You don't have to get too specific, but tell me more about what your experience is with your finances right now.
Gosh, one moment. I was doing something else and I was listening to you.
Sure.
One moment.
Take your
Gosh.
time.
What is occurring? I don't know how to explain, really. Simply a few challenges. Yeah, long, short.
Got it. Okay, great. Okay, Kat, so if you can sit away with your back away from your chair and just relax. You don't need to do anything except receive. I will invite you to chant during the practice. So you're welcome to chant. You're also welcome to just sit and receive the vibration of the Tao Calligraphy light wall field. So opening our fields, Kat's and mine, and each and every one of you, I invite you to open your field, your heart, connect your soul to Da Chang Sheng, the greatest flourishing. So opening your life and your field, but specifically we're going to focus this energy towards Kat tonight. And so Kat, I just want you to receive, and then what we'll do is I will invite you each to breathe. 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you inhale, visualize the light from the greatest flourishing entering your field, your heart, your body, your being, penetrating you. And as you chant, as we exhale, we will chant greatest flourishing. And as we do so, visualize dark smoke, the blockage that you're having to your finances in this moment. Whatever is coming up, whether it's karma, whether it's sort of a past history, whatever it is that is causing this blockage for you. See it evaporating in a dark smoke. So deeply inhale the greatest flourish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chant greatest flourishing. Greatest flourishing. Deeply inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Greatest flourishing. I invite each and every one of you on this session to focus your energy, focus your breathing into Kat. See the light coming into her and see the smoke, the darkness releasing on the exhale. Deeply inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Chant. Greatest flourishing. Deeply connecting into the field of flourishing. Feel the vitality that flourishing brings into your field and allow it to grow as you inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, chant. Greatest flourishing. Deeply inhale from all directions, the greatest flourishing into every cell and between every cell in your body. 2, 3, 4, 5. Greatest flourishing. One more time. Envision the light, the greatest light of the calligraphy, the greatest flourishing. Allow it to enter deeply through your heart into every cell of your being, into every part of your energy field. Feel the vitality flow through you as you inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release any blockage as you chant. Greatest flourishing. Silently integrating, feeling the vitality flowing through you. Not only in the blood running through your veins, but the chi, energy, flowing into the tips of your toes, top of your scalp, to your neck, shoulders. Going down into your body, sinking all the way to your roots. Feeling the vitality of the earth coming up through your root into your heart, flourishing the surface of your throat, clarity, clearing your mind. Deeply inhale and release in a cleansing breath. Thank you, love you, love you, love you. Gong song, gong song, gong song. Respectfully return to all the souls who joined their energy, their goodwill, their attention towards our healing and well-being. They're deeply honored and deeply grateful for each and every soul who dedicates itself to healing itself and others. Deeply love you, deeply honored, deeply grateful to you. So Kat, I know that your finances may not have shifted dramatically during the course of this practice, but I would invite you to come on and share your experience with us if you feel inclined.
Yeah, so I tried opening the video, and when I did open it, I lost connection, so I returned to closing it.
That's fine, yeah. You don't need to be on video.
So in any event, that was spectacular. That was a spectacular feeling of simply bliss. Yes, thank you for that. Most unexpected. I'm usually quite focused in these practices since I found you. And today when I'm not, I thought I heard my name. So I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Kat. And I welcome you to come back next week and reflect on perhaps any changes or in future weeks.
I shall.
Yeah,
I
that'd be great.
certainly will. And
Great.
I will be, I'm on the East Coast. I'm in fact in my pajamas. So I will be prepared. I will be camera ready.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Yes, I deeply hope, trust that this will be transformative for you. As it has been transformative for us here in this home, there are multiple people in this room right now whose lives have been transformed in one way and another by this practice. So I want to remind everyone that every weekday morning at 7 a.m., we go much farther in depth into this practice. And you can experience not only the greatest flourishing, but the greatest love, and the greatest forgiveness, and the greatest gratitude. And these really powerful vibrations release what is blocking you from connecting with these resources, with these valuable resources that are available to us all the time. But we, for one reason or another, cut ourselves off from it. So we invite you every weekday at 7 a.m. to join us to release what's blocking you and start your day from full 100% battery, 100% clear, 100% open-hearted, and ready to embrace your day. You can find that at breathing.heartcenter.la, and we look forward to you joining us. Of course, you can join us every week here at Heart Center Connection. You can find us, as always, at heartcenter.la/connection. Heart Center Light Alliance is a loving community that welcomes you to share your challenges and your gifts with total freedom and authenticity. And I sincerely trust that you found yourself able to experience your authenticity here tonight. I invite anyone at this point who would like to share before we go time to come on and share anything that they experienced. I can see that Chloe is itching to come on camera and share.
Hey, I'm
So
here.
without further ado, here's our dear friend Chloe.
Okay, if you want me to say.
Yes. And she will be singing her rendition of God Bless America. So,
What?
here. No, I'm just kidding.
America.
There you go. That's the spirit. No, it's okay.
Anyways, I had a wonderful time this Wednesday, joined by some lovely people, Jay and Winnie, and so grateful to be here in person. I just want to comment that being here in person is an option for those in the area. We're located in California, in Pasadena, so if you're ever interested in, potentially being in the room with us as we're filming, please don't hesitate to send us an email. We're going to ask you some questions, but overall we'd love to have your presence here. I would say the feeling is almost indescribable how intense this vibrational field is. You can feel it within, deep inside of your being, and you just, when you receive and you just let yourself soften, it feels, as Winnie often describes, as a wonderful shower. Like you're just taking a warm shower, everything's just washing and melting off of you. Anything that's, a little yucky, gross, that's how it feels. And I would love to share this all with friends, family, people who need that boost. We offer this for free every week, and we're so grateful. Thank you so much. Love you all.
Thank you so much, Chloe.
Yes.
I'll take this from you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're always sending out our awareness of different speakers, different people who are releasing books, who are thinkers about mental health and wellness, to come on to this podcast. So if you have an idea, or if you want to pitch yourself, email us at heartcenterla1@gmail.com. Sorry?
Email.
gmail.com. I deeply apologize. That is heartcenterla1@gmail, of course, .com. And you can also find our website, again, at heartcenter.la, and find more information there, find connections to all of our programs. And we look forward to you joining us next week at 7 p.m. Pacific time, right here at Heart Center Connection. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Ronald, Bettina. Can you thank Ronald, Bettina?
Thank you, Ronald. Thank you, Bettina.
Kat.
Thanks, Kat, so much for joining us tonight. Thank you, Sylvia, and Patrick, Uncle Patrick, and Ronald. Thank you all for joining us. Did someone have something they want to say before we go?
Oh, I love the Christmas celebration.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we had fun.
I'll tell them about
It
that.
was lovely.
Oh, and on February 18th, we're going to have a special, so I'll just come on camera for this. On February 18th, we will have a special version of Heart Center Connection for Chinese New Year, Valentine's Day, and Ash Wednesday. And our dear friend and friend of the Heart Center, Pastor Peter, will be joining us, the chair of Compassion and Transformation. He will deliver his word there on February 18th. Winnie, is there anything else you'd like to add about the event? Join us. It'll be great. It's Chinese New Year. It's Valentine's Day. It's a great celebration. And it's also an opportunity it'll be Wednesday, February 18th at 7 p.m. Join us then. It's the same channel, same place. If you cannot join us in person, you can join us online the same way as always. But if you are in the Los Angeles area, do not miss it. We will be at the Awareness Center. We'll have a big venue. There'll be food. There'll be fun. So come join us February 18th. Thank you, everyone. Love you, everyone.
Lots of love. Thank you.